Welcome to Oblock. While most people that's on the outside looking in see Oblock as a danger zone, the occupants of Oblock see it as home. Parkway Gardens was constructed from 1950 to 1955 by an architect named Henry K. Holmesman. He was also a car manufacturer. He built the Parkway Gardens, and he also built the architecture of the Henry K. Holmesman Historic Campus District. He also founded the Holmesman Automobile Company. Holmesman's firm would end up mishandling some money, and his firm would end up going bankrupt. He would also be convicted of mail fraud. Shortly after, Parkway Gardens would become the first apartment complex to be cooperatively owned by African American residents in the United States. Cooperatively mean the residents own the property, so they take care of everything. Former First Lady Michelle Obama was actually one of Parkway Gardens' earliest residents. Parkway Gardens is located from 63rd to 65th South King Drive. It is also listed as one of America's nationally historic places. Parkway Gardens will begin to decline in the 1970s when gangs would slowly begin to take over the area. The 80s and the 90s would be worse. In 1972, the apartments would be taken over by HUD, or the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. After being seized by HUD, the apartments were turned into a slum, as HUD could not justify the fundings to renovate and repair the apartments. Gangs would take complete control. In 1986, Parkway will be foreclosed, and in 1987, it will be sold to National Development Council for $1, who would eventually end up selling it to multiple private developers for rehabilitation. But the complex wouldn't begin rehabilitation until 2011, and it will finish in 2014. Nikita Shantae Washington, or Oblock Keta, was attended at Parkway Gardens. That was like a big sister to the shorties that was in the complex. She was about 5 years older than the Oblock generation. It's been said that she could fight and that she was somebody that the hood would go get just in case they had a problem with any older females. She was also smart. She graduated from high school and went to college. She died September 3rd, 2009 of natural causes. Some say she died from a heart attack. She was a very loved member in Wick City, which was renamed Keta World in her honor. The reason why Oblock Keta is dissed so much is because Chief Keef made a song in honor of her called Dead and Gone.
God took on his own, luckily she didn't get popped.
When Shondell Tuka Gregory from STL died, Chief Keef would start dissing him. He would actually make Shondell Tuka Gregory's name popular for being dissed. STL, who didn't like this much at all, would start dissing anybody that they could. By Keta being one of the first out of their generation to pass, she was one of the first to be dissed. They knew that by dissing Keta, this was her Oblock. Odee Perry was a well-loved member from Parkway Gardens, which was known as Wick City at the time, or wild, insane, and crazy. Some say he might have had a body. He was shot at 11 p.m. August 10, 2011, and he would die an hour later, August 11, 2011. He was killed by STLKI. Wick City was again renamed Odee Block in his honor. Keef Kozar, aka Chief Keef, would drop his hit single, I Don't Like, featuring Lil Reese in 2012. This would set the city on fire, and Chicago would instantly begin to get a national buzz. But not only would this set the city on fire, Chief Keef would be the one that will make drill music hot. Chief Keef would be the one that will bring all the eyes to Chicago. This would make Oblock the mecca of the drill scene. Chief Keef would end up making it big and moving to LA, but before he would move to LA, there will be a warrant that will be issued for his arrest, keeping him from Chicago. He would also get into a dispute with Boss Top. At first, everybody was thinking that the dispute happened over some clothes that Boss Top supposed to have stole. But then we heard from King Von that it was a chain that was took from Chief Keef for bail money to get out one of the Oblockians. J Money was a well-loved member from Oblock. He was also one of the reasons that 600 and Oblock was so close at the time when he was alive. 600 loved J Money just as much as Oblock did. He was set up by a female and killed on 66 and Rose by Lil B and Ki. This happened on September 2nd, 2013. J Money was said to have bodies and assists. Big A is a very well-loved member from Oblock. He's thought to be the one that pulled the trigger on STLKI. On December 4th, 2016, he was killed by Can't Get Right from STL and another assailant right across the street from Oblock at Sammy's restaurant.
Bitch, I was sliding with Big A.
T-Roy will begin to be known as the heart of Oblock. While his best friend King Von was locked up, T-Roy was doing most of the sliding. As a matter of fact, T-Roy is supposed to be the one that allegedly got Boss Trail after Boss Trail killed Sherrod. On February 16th, 2017, TB from STL would end up getting a drop on T-Roy, and he would end up killing T-Roy in Paxtown. This will mark the beginning of the Get Back gang. HK is the younger brother of T-Roy. After his older brother was killed, HK was snapped. HK allegedly killed two of the people that had something to do with his brother's death, Brick and TB. HK will end up being killed himself a short time later. There's always been speculation about what really happened to HK, but the truth is, not even some of his guys really know what happened. Get Back Gang is the BD set located in Parkway Gardens. They also go by Money Gang, Stretch Gang, and GBG. Parkway Gardens is also referred to as Wick City, Oblock, Keta World, and City of Head. They're clicked up with 600, Front Street, 300, Blackgate, and THF. They ops to STL, EBT, Taekwon World, 051, and MOB. Their notable members are King Von, Boss Top, Duke, E-Dog, Gleesh, C-Murder, Young, Nuop, Muop, DQ, Louis, Low, BJ, and Prince Dre. Their deceased members are Odee, T-Roy, HK, Big A, Platoon, J Money, Sherrod, and White. Ever since 2011, Oblock has been in a back and forth feud with STL. It's managed to make itself not only one of the most dangerous blocks in the city of Chicago, but one of the most dangerous blocks in the whole United States. Oblock has been thought to have done a lot, and they've been blamed for a lot. Whether true or false, right or wrong, one thing that I can say about Oblock is that they stick together. And now that one of them is on top of the world, the rest of them is getting money too.
Block of the hang, hey. This whole block of the hang, hey.
Yeah, put them bitches.
Watch out.
Where you at, Walk? Where you going?
Big alright.
Where you going, boy?
Yeah.
Man, look, I'm so proud of my young boy, Youngin, man. Hey, Youngin, what you doing today?
You know what I'm going to watch the show up. You know, put that in the safe deposit on grade. You know that, no
My young
problem.
boy, they gave me 10,000. I want to touch me, baby. He say he been making this shit here. I want to touch it. That's my boy.
It's kind of like a small form of structure. Shout out to Oblock. Rest in peace to all the fallen members. It's your boy SNTV.